Hi everyone, it's Rochelle I'm not from anywhere. My name's Rochelle and I'm a mummy blogger. I'm still trying to figure out the angles and stuff. Ugh, the shadows are annoying me. I'm not even sure if the camera is straight or not. Yeah, anyway, we're just gonna run with it. I'm inside, but apparently the traffic noise is still gonna be an issue. Yeah, so today's video is a tag video called the Mumlife Raw Tag, and it's by another Australian YouTuber called Elise Cherie. I think she was a Sydney YouTuber, but her and her husband and her daughter have recently moved to the UK, and I absolutely love her videos. But basically what a tag video is like you film your own version of a formatted kind of video. So there's like some questions that I'll answer, so I'll get straight into it, and then I will put more information for you in the description box below. And if you want to do your own raw tag video, I reckon you should, because the questions are really cool. Okay, so the first one is, describe your day as a mum today in one word. And I would say today is fun. So we were up really early this morning because Rolly left to go to work at 10 to 5, and he's gone for at least a night, maybe 2 nights. So we were up basically. We went into town and met my friend at the museum for a little bit, and then we came home. Now Max is having a nap and I'm filming this video. But yeah, so for today it's fun. Number 2, what's the most challenging part about connecting with other mums? So I think the most challenging part about connecting with other mums is after everybody starts returning to work and lining up your schedules between what you've got on and what the babies are doing. It's really hard. Number 3, share one horrible poo moment. We've all been there. So this one I have to laugh at, because to be honest, I haven't had a horrible poo moment where, I mean, like I've heard, I know some babies have like crazy poo explosions in their nappies in the car seat or something, and then I don't even know how you would deal with that. I haven't had to experience that, but Max regularly poos in the bath. However, there was one really funny story of when I was visiting my mother-in-law, and we were on the deck on her top floor of her house, and Max was having some naked time, and he was running around the deck and like back and forth in and outside. And he came outside and we were all sat on a set of couches. It's like an L shape. We were all sat and he was playing in the far corner. So we were all looking at him, and he had his back to us and he was just playing, and then kind of just stood there, and then we watched as a poo came out. It was actually explaining it. Actually, I didn't realise how funny it was until I said it out loud, but yeah, so that was funny. How do you cope with public child meltdowns and tantrums? I think I do suddenly feel like, oh my gosh, everybody's looking and like waiting for me and to see how I react. But I think in reality they're not. They're kind of just thinking, well, I know when I see another child at the shops, I just, poor mum. But for me, what I just really do is, it depends where we are. Like if this afternoon, like if we're at the grocery store, you have to finish your grocery shopping, although I guess you could abandon it. I'm not really answering this question, am I? I really don't know. It hasn't happened that many times. It depends on the situation, but I try to just imagine what it would be like for Max, and try to understand from his point of view. He can't communicate properly what he wants with words or what's going on, so I just have to be supportive of him. Honestly, how much screen time does your child have? So, okay, for example, this morning, we got up at 10 to 5, but I was not ready to be awake. So Max had a little bit of milk and laid down with me again for about 20 minutes, and then he was ready to get up and play. So I was like, all right, well, the only thing I can do is just put like YouTube Kids on. So I just played him he just laid next to me with the phone and watched some little ABC songs. And I think that was about half an hour, and I got a little bit of extra sleep, and everybody won. I mean, I was just dozing, but it was just nice to just be snuggled in bed and not have to get up. Because it is raining at the moment. It rained all night for about 12 hours, I think. It was a bit cooler this morning and I didn't want to get out of bed. But normally he just has, like, I don't know, half an hour. I just play random songs or whatever. I just give him 5 minutes with the phone, or we put a show on, or like a Peppa Pig or something, and occasionally we'll sit and watch a movie, and he doesn't really watch the whole thing, except for Paddington. He loves Paddington. What's your go-to easy dinner that you give at least once a week? This would be like crumbed chicken and veggies. So I do crumbed chicken in the oven with some sweet potato chippies and carrot rounds in the oven, and then just like steamed veggies. We have a version of that a couple of times a week. Might be chicken one night, it might be you know, fish or something, but that's our basic dinner, meat and 3 veg. Or omelettes, actually. I do a lot of omelettes. Did you yell, cry or struggle today? Today, no. Although, as I said, it's only 11:30, so things could change. But I don't really yell. I get quite stern with Max sometimes, and when I feel really bad about it. I do struggle sometimes, and I get cranky at Rolly. I take it out on him so that Max doesn't cop it. But yeah, no, I didn't yell, cry or struggle yet today. What was the best moment of your day so far as a mum? So today when we went to the museum, I parked at the wrong car park, which meant I had to walk, and I realised when I got there that I didn't have the pram, so I carried Max, and on the way back he was getting really sleepy, so he gave me a big squeezy cuddle around my neck and patted me on the back, which was really cute. It was just really lovely. So that was a really nice moment. I love those. What is your secret guilty pleasure to reward your mum life? Sometimes I stay up too late and I know I shouldn't, but once Max is in bed, I make myself a cuppa and I have a naughty treat and I watch my YouTube videos, because obviously I make YouTube videos because I love watching YouTube videos. That's why I started. How often do you experience mum guilt? All the time, at least once a day, and about all sorts of silly things, or not silly things, about all sorts of things as well. Mum guilt because I have been recently going out a lot more without Max. Like, not going out partying or anything, but just like, you know, being away from him. Mum guilt because I work too much. Mum guilt because he doesn't go to daycare and he's missing out. I don't know. Mum guilt about everything, right? Share one taboo thing about motherhood you think should be talked about more. Talking about how much you're struggling. I feel like there's so much pressure on us as mums, especially, no, I'm not going to say especially, because there's not a more important or more struggling kind of mum, but all mums, I think, do struggle at some point, and I think that it's like really hard for a mum to admit, and like it's a failure thing, but I think in all honesty, like every single mum struggles at some point about something, whether it's, yeah, I don't even know. There's so many ways that you can struggle. I think it's really related to mum guilt, to be honest. Yeah, that's my mum life raw tag. If you want to do your own version of this, I'll put the questions in below. If you don't want to film your own version, let me know in the comments your answers to the questions, and have a watch of the others. There's a couple of really good ones up. And if you like this video or if you want to see more, I'd love it if you subscribed to get to see the rest of our videos. I don't know.